All right, some international talk coming in over there, but for us it's entirely an earnings-driven day. HDIL has reported, along with the numbers, interesting development. Mr. Sarang Wadhawan will not be subscribing to warrants that were issued to him a couple of years back. Let's listen to him.
Basis at 4,082.31 crores, which is down 4% from 4,243. On a year-on-year basis, the revenues of the company have grown by 9%. From 1,897 crores to 2,057 crores. The EBITDA is at 999.56 crores and the PAT is at 809.81 crores compared to 821.75 crores year on year. On a standalone basis, the debt of the company stands at 3,740 crores, which is an 11% decrease from 4,195 crores. The consolidated debt includes a 225 crore self-liquidating loan. There is a tax write-back of approximately 75 crores, considering that the sales accounted for are from a subsidiary company. The income is from an FSI transaction of approximately 8 lakh square feet, which was in Goregaon. Any questions?
8 lakh square feet, how much did it give you in the revenue, FSI, and break it up? How much did you gain from TDRs?
TDR sales did not take place in the last quarter. We have booked income from the FSI transactions, primarily because of the amendment to the development control regulations which took place in January. TDR demand was slack, and as we go along, I'm pretty sure that TDR demand will pick up now that the new rules and regulations are in place. We have sold this FSI, which is 8 lakh square feet in Goregaon. Along with that, we have other products which we have sold, other land parcels. One of the land parcels was in Turbe, which we have sold off. These are the two major transactions which have taken place.
There was also talks about, in terms of asset monetization, you wanted to sell some of your assets in terms of your land bank and FSI. So there were some rumors regarding you inking a deal on the Bangalore land that you have. Is that on the cards, or are you in talks with any company?
The Bangalore property does not belong to HDIL. Let me clarify that. The property belongs to the promoters, which was acquired a long time ago. And that property we are still negotiating with a few clients, and as soon as it happens, we will inform.
How is the execution ramp up, Sarang?
The company is trying to get approvals from various authorities. In Mumbai, at least, what has happened is that approvals have now started coming in. Along with it, we have been able to get approvals in the Vasai-Virar sub-region. The company is on the anvil of launching one of the largest township projects, which is going to be approximately 40 million square feet in the Virar sub-region, which will add over the next few years a good quantum of revenues to the balance sheet of the company.
So for the full year next year, how much of the TDR transaction would your guidance be?
I cannot give any guidance on TDR transactions as of today.
Any loose targets?
No targets whatsoever.
Okay, you just said that you have reduced your debt by 4%.
On a consolidated basis, yeah. But on a standalone basis, the debt has reduced by 11%, and of the consolidated debt also, there is a 225 crore self-liquidating loan which will go out. So effectively, the company has brought its debt down by approximately 10%.
Okay. So though it stands at the number that you gave was 4,082. That is the number that you gave.
4,082.
Yeah. In terms of the extension of maybe banks and the loans that you have to give out in terms of the debt that you have, any timeline that you have said that you want to maybe bring it to a certain level, or the bank has given you an extension in terms of repaying those loans?
No, as of today, the company has not sought out any major restructuring of any of its principals which have been outstanding. Although what the company is trying to achieve, and we are pretty sure over this year we will achieve, is a 25% debt reduction. Including new launches, the debt will be repaid through internal accruals, and we will try and avoid any major restructuring.
Okay, so in terms of asset monetization, any major thing that is on the card in terms of your land bank that you want to sell, in terms of FSI, since you also mentioned that TDR demand has gone down. So in terms of asset monetization, what is on the cards?
Well, we have, the company has already last quarter launched one of its projects in Noida, Delhi, which is Imperial County. Subsequently, what we are planning to launch is one of our projects in Pantnagar, Ghatkopar, which will come over the next month or so. Along with that, we are going to go ahead and launch FSI transactions as well as residential development in the Vasai Virar sub-region, approvals of which are already almost in place. We are looking at a partnership with one of the government authorities for increased FSI potential, and the moment that falls into place, we will be making an announcement on that.
When you pocketed some warrants, like a nominal amount of warrants, why did you not convert it?
Well, at that given point in time, the warrants were issued at 265, which was the prevailing market rate. Subsequently, the market rate has fallen down. If the promoters do feel like increasing their stake into the company, we will be then going ahead and buying from the market directly.
When does your project completion come into play in the second quarter?
Which project completion?
Everything that was launched in 2009.
All the residential projects that we launched in 2009 will be accounted for over the next year, over this year actually, 2012-13. So you will see a lot of our residential projects, which includes the Andheri project and the other ones, they will be accounted for.
When does it come in?
It will come in over the next few quarters, next 3 quarters.
Give us an update on the contract status in Juhu. When can the...
Okay, that is HDIL. Stock is not enthused with what has been explained as of now. There is some talk that Mr. Wadhawan is pointing out about more launches next year, the fact that approvals in Mumbai seem to be getting better, but it doesn't really matter right now, at least on the screens. Quick break, more earnings on the other side.
Countdown, presented by BSC, Investors Protection Fund.